BlazeBodyz! What's up, everyone? Listen, the post I put up recently got some good feedback, good response. For the most part, it was positive, but there are always, certain people who just don't agree with you. You can't please everybody. And not everybody shares the same enthusiasm. And I get it. I totally understand. I said that in my post. I said not everybody's going to have the same mind frame. I don't expect people to, like I said, adopt my kill or be killed mentality. But you got to understand some things. Now, first and foremost, you have to establish, to be successful, you should always establish a goal or goals. To be more specific, you should have some short-term, reasonable goals, and of course, then some long-term goals. Now, if you really want to be successful at achieving those goals, you will do whatever it fucking takes. Excuse my French. You will do whatever you have to. It's literally all in, balls deep, however you want to describe it. But you need to go all in. You need to first establish the goal, then come up with some expectations of yourself in certain points of achieving that goal. Now, in my particular situation recently, as I've told you before, every year I prep myself for let's just say I was training for a show. Like, I don't compete anymore, but I still go into a contest prep procedure for a given date of time. The given date of time is the show. In my situation, this particular year, it's for vacation, like last year, around this time. So I always, at some point, have a starting point and an ending point. And everything in between is kill or be killed. It's about getting the fuck up at fucking 3:30 in the morning when you don't want to. It's about getting on the treadmill and doing that cardio when you're dead dog tired. It's about what not to do. Because in my situation, I want to achieve a certain level of condition, we call that in competitive bodybuilding, meaning I'm trying to get my body fat percentage down to a certain amount from a start point and an end point. Now, to do that, it requires a lot of sacrifice if you want to be successful. It is not easy at times. It's quite honestly sucks most of the time, but it's got to be done. So there's a lot of cardio involved. There's a lot of caloric restrictions involved. There's a lot of elimination of certain foods. There's commitment to the workouts, no matter how shitty you feel. In the cardio, no matter how dead dog tired you are, you have to get it in a certain amount every day, particular workouts every day, eating a certain amount of calories a day, and your macros are adjusted and aligned in a certain way and manipulated along the way. There's a lot involved to get to that particular point. And to be quite frank, it's not easy. It is not easy. I still have to come in. I still have to put forward a full day of work. I still have to be for the sake of my clients, I have to still be a positive reinforcement for their goals, because it's not just about me. It's mostly about them, but I still got to get my shit in. I still have to put the work in. No matter how exhausted I am, no matter how freaking hungry I am. I get so freaking hungry sometimes. I want to eat my freaking headphones. So, but I know that sacrifice, that suffering, in the end is going to help me achieve my goal. The most important thing I can say to you is that if you really want to be successful, you have to enjoy the suffering. And that's where most people can't do it. They can't do it. Today, I went food shopping a couple of days before Easter. And by the way, it's Friday. I would go today if I were you, because it was like Armageddon at the supermarket today. The supermarket's going to be closed Sunday, and tomorrow is going to be 10 times worse. So because the lines were like it was the blizzard of 78, I was in line with all my carriage of food, and then the young lady in front of me and I started talking, and she looks down at my carriage and says, that's just all vegetables. And of course I had some other things in there like hair gel. And then you look at hers, and there's bread and bagels and ice cream and cupcakes and other various things. And she says, you look like you work out. You look like you must be a bodybuilder or a trainer or something. I said, well, yes, that's what I do for a living. And she says, well, I really need to lose some weight, and I'm trying everything I can. And I said, well, that's not true according to what's in your carriage. She says, well, I go to the gym every single day for like 2 or 3 hours at a time. I go, that's not going to get you where you need to be. It's what you shouldn't have in that carriage that's going to get you successful in your goal of losing weight. And she's like, yeah, but it's hard. I just can't. I got the kids. I gotta feed them. And I said, well, it's really, you get what you. I said, look, you get what you give. I go, it's on my chest. I just was talking about this in a post I said to her on social media. She says, yeah, I know, I get it. And, I'm not going to be disrespectful and say anything, I'm not going to hurt her feelings and say anything bad. I said, listen, when you're ready, you'll go for it, and you'll definitely achieve it if you have the right mind frame. You have to be ready for it mentally. So that's really what we're talking about today is that if you want to really be good at something, whether that's in the gym, your body, your aesthetics of your body, your whatever you're trying to achieve, work in life, financially, with your job, if you really want to be your best, you'll do whatever you have to do. Whether no matter how hard it is, you will do what needs to be done. All right, so listen, I gotta go. I got some clients to beat up. Have an awesome Easter. I've said this many Easters ago. I've said that eat lots of Easter eggs. It's good protein. I'll be talking to you soon. I've got some exciting things coming up. And I gotta go. Get to the gym. Happy Easter.